Hello guys, this is Pylon giving you another Wolcen video. I'm going to call this guy my Ricochet Mage. So we're going to do this Ricochet Mage build. Okay, stumbled on it by chance. Saw a couple of skills that I want to try to get together. First of all, I like the Mage and I like using the Mage staff. And it's so tempting to actually just go with a catalyst and either a dagger or a sword or something like that. But I didn't really want to be forced into saying, you're doing a mana dump and then you go ahead and do a rage dump and then you do a mana dump. I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could break that mold, and so that's what I came up with this Ricochet Mage. So I'm going to keep the staff, and I like how the staff has its regular attack has these little homing missiles. So let's take a couple of skills that I looked at to try to make this build work. So I really want to have a really fast character, and what's going to make it stand out is I saw this one here. The Archeon's teaching. Attack and spells that launch projectiles now launch an additional projectile. The damage of each projectile is reduced. So what I was wanting to get is with his regular attack, I could have more projectiles out there, and that would also help me regenerate my willpower faster. And then at the very up top here, we have Wintry Hail. When a projectile hits an enemy, it will bounce off them and hit another enemy. Dealing bonus frost damage, projectiles will now bounce if they have piercing remaining. Projectiles will not bounce if they have pierce remaining. So pretty much I wanted to look like a bullet hell. I wanted to throw some magic out there, fireballs or lightning or whatever, as many projectiles as I can, and then have that ricochet and bounce all over the place. So that was how I planned the build. So first I came out here, picked up the refined technique here, 15% all projectile damage, 15% melee weapon damage. Up here, projectile damage again, melee weapon damage. Attack damage crit, came with some movement speed. Got this guy here, attacking spells go faster. And I got some more spell speed here. Working my way up here, 8% attack, 9% crit chance, 12% all projectile damage, 10% attack speed score, 5% movement, 5% attack score, 9% spell casting speed. So I wanted to make sure that my regular attack off my staff would do good and my spells would do good. And for this build, I kind of stayed away from wisdom. I didn't really want to give too much credit to the elements, just because my regular attack wouldn't have any elements attached to it. So I just went for straight crit. And then my gear also went with a lot of agility on the gear to make me attack faster. Alright, came on over this way, 20% attack speed score, 10% frost damage, 8% all projectile damage, 9% dodge chance, 8% force shield. 10% damage projectile damage, 10% attack speed score, 10% all projectile damage, 10% speed score. And this little guy up here, projectiles bouncing to a nearby enemy an additional 1 time. So I think I'm sitting at level 21 right now. And let's go and give you a preview of what this all looks like. So as you can see, I do have a couple things I find wrong with this build. It's pretty lackluster as far as visual. For the staff attack, you really don't see the extra projectile. It's there though, because every now and then you'll see it stacked on top of the same projectile. So every now and then you'll see it break off. But I wanted it out in the fan, and I wanted everything to be bouncing. When it does get going, sometimes it is really cool to look at. But even though fireballs, and this is another one of my big gripes, the fireball, it's labeled as a projectile, but the bouncing skill doesn't seem to apply to it for some odd reason. And the fireball does have a 1 penetration on it, if I'm not mistaken. I actually might have took a skill and make it 2. Pierce strength, 2 targets. And that's because I just took a talent, because I wasn't saying that it was right, but it was at just 1 target. And I don't know if it's supposed to deplete that first and then bounce, or if it has any kind of piercing if it's not going to bounce at all. So for me, I'm not getting the bouncing, and it's not really giving me the feel that I want it for. I wanted the bullet hail, I wanted fireballs, and homing missile would be bouncing everywhere. And I will say this feels it's a fail right now, unless they come back and they fix this, which they may. So I'm going to probably keep this character, and hopefully they'll get patched and it'll be the character I feel like it should be. But as of right now, maybe it's a build you might want to pass on. Now, it does have some merit in its simplicity, because like I said, I was just pumping 1 skill. You just chunk out fireballs and just watch everything explode. The bad thing, though, this skill here, the plus 90 cost of willpower, it's a little bit much. So honestly, I would drop it down to 3 fireballs and pick up something here. Either make it go faster, or I'm not status ailment. Effect radius is probably what I would go for, because it actually casts plenty fast. I don't think I need any more speed than I have. My gear is probably giving me quite a bit of speed. But yeah, this is my Ricochet Mage, and it's not as fabulous as I want it to be. But hey, I'll either keep playing with it or start something different. But I do like the system this game has, and maybe you guys can help me too. There might be something in the skill wheel here, the skill gate, that will kind of flesh it out a bit more. So I definitely would love to have a little bit more willpower regen. That way I could get that 4th fireball in there and not have to try to go to the staff all the time to regen my willpower. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. And this is your boy Pylon signing out.